If you are a business owner like me, plus fill in the blank, mom, caretaker, wife, friend, coach, any of these sound familiar? Your plate can probably fill up pretty fast, am I right? You might have so much going on, you just kind of get overwhelmed and you're like, where do I even get started? And how can I get my life organized? Keep watching this video because I'm gonna share how you can get your life organized again so overwhelm doesn't take you down. Hi, my name is Trina and I started this channel to help creative business owners like you get on YouTube to grow. If this is your first time here, make sure you click that subscribe button and tap the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos to help you. Now, I totally get all of the things on your plate, right? I have 2 kids, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I have a husband, I have a house, I have all of these other things going on, plus clients, coaching clients, group program, right? So what can you do if you've got all of this stuff going on to get organized so you don't feel like your head is in 25 different places? This is the process that I go through. The first thing I do when I start getting overwhelmed and I'm not sure where to start is I get a piece of paper out and I just started writing everything down that's going on in my mind. Just start brain dumping. It's great to just have this paper because you also have that time to write it out. It feels like you're getting it out as you're writing it, and I just feel like I instantly can calm down once I write everything that's going on in my mind, because I'm basically thinking I'm going to forget something, right? My mind's constantly running, oh, I'm going to forget I have this doctor's appointment. I'm going to forget I have this call. I'm going to forget that I have to get this to the client, right? So get everything that's going on in your head on paper. The next thing that I do is I get all of these things on a calendar. I really like to use Google Calendar and block off specific times of the day to do these things. If I don't put it in my calendar, it's going to end up not happening. So my Google Calendar is always filled with different colors, whether it's for how to work, when I'm working out, when a coaching client's call is, if I got to run to the grocery store, if I've got a kid's doctor's appointment. Everything is in one calendar so I can look at it and know what's going on day to day so I don't overschedule myself. Because once you start overscheduling yourself, that's when you can start getting overwhelmed. I also like to color code things. So all family things are the yellow color, all phone calls are the purple color, all client tasks are the blue color, and so it just lets me see what I'm doing each day. And another side tip in this category is to time block your days. So for me, Mondays and Thursdays are strictly client work days. I don't schedule anything in these days. It's just time for me to work on my client tasks and get them what they need. And then on Tuesday is strictly my business day. So filming YouTube videos, updating courses, planning strategies. It's my time to be in my business on Tuesdays. So if you're able to time block, it really helps you stay in a zone so you're not constantly switching hats, because that's going to take up so much of your time to get into a different zone. Try to zone your days for certain tasks. Some of the best apps that I use are Google Calendar. I already talked about that one. I also like to use Trello because once I brain dump, I like to put them in Trello on a card, because now I'm not going to lose this list, right? It's in Trello. I can go back to that and say, oh yes, I wrote that on my brain dump. Now I take that card and I move it to where I'm going to do it in that week. So it constantly keeps my brain dump ideas accounted for. And I'm not wondering, what did I write down on that one list that I had to do? It's all in Trello now. I also like to use Slack because it helps me keep in contact with my team. And so if they're working on something, they can let me know. If something pops into my head, I can send a message to them and they instantly get back to me. So those are the kind of the big 3 that I use: Google Calendar, Trello, and Slack. Also, you can use Trello to really plan out your meals for your family, to keep things organized, or plan out your exercise routines. Because one of the things that may cause you from not working out is waking up and being like, what am I going to do for a workout? So I really use Trello in all the different parts of my life to get things organized. The next tip I have for getting organized is to have folders for each project. So you have this client folder, that client folder, but then you may also have a folder in Google Drive or on your computer for an opt-in or a course or a challenge. You want to get things into a folder instead of having all of these different documents saved on your computer screen, because that can really cause anxiety and stress when you open up that computer first thing in the morning and your screen is filled with all of these different files, right? I can attest I don't always do good at this, but when I have time to sit down and get everything organized in a folder, one, it helps me find the things a lot faster because I'm not scrolling through my files. Two, it just feels more organized, right? You open up the computer, you can see your pretty background screen instead of just seeing massive chaos with folders everywhere. The next thing to really help from overwhelm and getting organized in your life is to have a routine. Now, as a mom of a 1 and 3-year-old, routines are kind of hard for me because the children kind of run my life right now, especially if they don't get sleep the night before or they end up getting sick or they wake up early. It's still kind of hard for me to get into a routine, but I try my best to have similar routines day in and day out. Like I said earlier, Mondays and Thursdays are my client days and Tuesdays are my business days. So that's the kind of routine that I have. I know what's going on. Moving forward, as my kids get older, I want to create new routines, morning routines to get up and exercise. I know a lot of people talk about morning routines, but if you're a mom, you understand morning routines sometimes just don't work out for you. So I'm not stressing over setting a morning routine in place for me. I'm going to slowly work towards it as my kids get older. But if you can, set any type of routine so you know what you're going to be doing, that will eliminate a lot of stress and overwhelm. Now, a little bonus tip for you here to eliminate your overwhelm and get organized is to clean your office up. And I too am guilty of having papers and junk scattered everywhere. You know, I'm a huge Post-it fan, so I always have Post-its all over my office, on my desk, just ending up on my kids' butts because they sat on one. But if I can sit down, take the time to clean up my office, I just instantly feel refreshed and organized again. So if you're feeling like you're out of control, overwhelm is setting in, just take 5 minutes, clean up your office, clean up your space, and trust me, it'll definitely make a difference. I want to know from you, what are some of your organization tips? How do you get your life organized? Share it down in the comments below because I always can use some new tips. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload new videos to help you in your business. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.